it's not the aging loved one that's getting coached. It is the guardian, the younger person, the child.
Yes. Yep. And I am going to really, really support what you just said, because we are the ones that need to direct this conversation.
Yeah.
So we really have to be prepared in our thoughts, in our emotions, to be able to have that conversation. If you approach a conversation about driving, we'll just keep on that subject, so to keep everything straight. If we approach it like, I know I need to have this conversation with my parent, but I know how it's going to end up. We're going to end up in a fight. It's not going to come out. It's not going to turn out well. We're not going to get the results that we need, and we're going to be exactly where we are. If you have that thought, that's exactly what you're going to get. I guarantee it.
Yes, definitely. So can you give us maybe like a step, like a 1, 2, 3 steps as far as when? I think that's a good place to start actually. When, right? Because a lot of times, and I've heard this before, the older person kind of sort of knows what's going on, but they're kind of like hiding it.
Yes.
Kind of being a little trickster.
Yeah.
A little bit of gaslighting, maybe. The children. When is a good time to start sitting down and having these conversations?
Yep. So that is the perfect question, and that is the number one thing that I really try to educate people on. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the more difficult conversation you're going to have. That's going to be more difficult. If you know that a change is coming up, a change needs to be made sooner rather than later, then have that conversation. Yeah. Prepare your thoughts, prepare your feelings to have that conversation ASAP. Because again, the longer you wait, the worse the situation is going to become, and it's going to be harder. And always keep in mind too that little trickster that you might be facing is probably acting that way out of a sense of fear. And it's a fear that is actually kind of easy to dismantle, so to speak. If you really recognize that person is having a fear about losing their independence, that's really where you need to start. And you really need to debunk that fear that, no, you're not really losing your independence, because this, and this can happen instead of. So it's really being prepared before you have that difficult discussion.
Yes. Now, to run parallel to this conversation, I would love to talk to you a little bit about the responsibility of the parent recognizing that they're getting older, to be sitting down with their children. What are your thoughts on that? What should that look like?
Yep. So, really in a perfect world, that's how it would be. That your